Hey, happy Monday. Good morning. I hope that you are ready for a fabulous day. I posted something just a little bit ago about how every morning gives us the chance to be someone's sunshine. And I challenge you to do that today. And my challenge is to be yours. So I get questions all the time about the leads that you generate for people. Are they any good? And the answer to that is yes and no, because when you are a lead generating machine, you are going to generate both kinds. You are going to generate good and bad leads. So some people are going to give you bogus phone numbers. Some people are going to give you bogus email information. And it's up to you as a business person to hunt that down. Hey, Jody, good morning. And to find out what is good or not. What's funny is that I had about 6 or 8 leads that came in on a house that my husband just built. And great price range in the 280s, and these are all through lead pages that were developed. Hey, Virginia, good morning. And some people put in bogus emails, some people put in wrong phone numbers, and Cara and I both followed up with them. Well, it went under contract over this weekend, and I emailed every single one of them to let them know that Jay was building another house down the street. Well, I had 2 people thank me so much for getting in contact with them and said they would both ride by this week to take a look at that one. So I would say that that's a pretty good lead. And 2 people responding and going out there and making sure to make an effort about it and having a conversation with me. Hey, Catherine, good morning. Out of 6 or 8 people, that's a really good ROI. Now, is it frustrating sometimes to have the wrong phone number? Absolutely. Hey, Lupe, how are you? We all know that the absolute best leads that you can get is a referral. And sometimes they won't give you the information either, and it can be frustrating. Sometimes people are scared to give salespeople, the name and number of their friends that they want to refer because they're afraid. Everyone is afraid. Nobody wants to be sold. And we have to make sure that it's such a safe place all the way around. Some people like opt-ins, some people don't. I would say that it's the only way you're going to be able to have a conversation with someone is by having opt-in, and then weigh out who is legit and who isn't, because not everyone is. It goes the same deal with your referrals, right? Not every one of your referrals is going to be qualified for a mortgage. Not every one of your referrals is going to be something that you want to handle. Christy Hotz asked me, hey Jeff, good morning. In fact, I sent Christy your way this weekend. I hope that y'all were able to connect. And that may be something that on referrals, it may be a lower price range than you're willing to take sometimes, or it might be an area that you don't want. So every lead has its positives and negatives, and what you want to do is challenge yourself to make sure that you see all the positives in every situation. Someone was so kind enough to give you the referral, to pass your name along. They thought about you. Hey, Sean, good morning. And that's why you always normally like referrals, because it's usually a warmer lead. You're more honored to have received it. But that doesn't mean that other leads aren't as good. Catherine says, as a brand new agent, how would you suggest asking for a referral without having helped anyone yet? And well, that's an excellent question, Catherine, because as a brand new agent and you have really good relationships, people want to help you. Believe it or not, people actually want to be your first. And in my situation, I sent out, the very first thing I did when I got my real estate license when I was 25, I sent out a ton of letters and said that I just got my license, kind of explained everything, and I needed their help. Well, the first phone call I got was my mom's best friend in high school, and he said to me, I want to be your very first listing, and it's important to me. You cannot take any other listing until you take mine. And I took that listing, I marketed it like crazy with some fresh, fun ideas. Yes, Karen, I know. 25, and was able to bring the buyer on it as well. So my very first listing came from someone I knew I never had experience before, and he wanted to make sure that he helped me grow my business and that he was the very first one. So people, just don't be afraid. Pick up the phone, call, and ask for help. And some people don't like that. They feel like, oh, that sounds desperate. Until you are the expert that people know about, good morning, Carla, good morning, Kyra, then you have to ask for help. You have to, or you're going to be that silent agent out there just wondering why and kind of pouting why no one knows about you. No one knows about your expertise. No one knows that you're more detailed than anyone else, or that you could do a far better job communicating. No one's going to know if you don't tell them. You have to be out very visible, especially in today's social media market, because people who aren't selling anything at all can be very, very visible and can attract a lot of that energy to them because they are talking about their expertise all the time out in the field. And then that will leave others, right, to be forgotten that actually do a really good job. All right, I know that you want referrals. So how are you going to get more? How are you going to get more of that if that's the kind of business you really, really want? Well, you have to have consistent marketing, and you've heard me say that over and over again. I posted something last week about the turtle and the hare, right? And the tortoise. The consistency is what will always win. Then on Friday, I told you a story about a lady who's been in the business for a long time, and she's still right up at the top with her sales because she's always been consistent with her marketing. So just make sure that you have a great message, and even the message doesn't even have to be as important as the consistency of the message. You know, Jeremy Dobbs just got back from Mega Camp in Austin, Texas, the big Keller Williams event, and he said that Ben Kenny was on stage and said, anytime I get creative and start doing something different than the old school stuff that works, my business goes down. He said, it might be boring and it might not be sexy, but the old school stuff works. And that means connect with your sphere of influence and grow your sphere of influence every day and ask for referrals. The other stuff that we've been generating on Listing Blasters, all of that is extra. That is Lanyard. Hey, Leanne, good morning. And it is beautiful. I have an opportunity now with 2 different people to sell another house off the same marketing from one. That is amazing, and that's how you use this extra lead generation that's out there through Facebook or through other social media platforms. So again, if you want referrals, hey Daniel, you have to go and ask for them personally. Otherwise, you're going to be forgotten. And it's better to have a face-to-face or a phone call. That is why people aren't willing, when people aren't willing to do it, other people get the business. So I hope that helps, and I hope that you have an amazing day. And again, I challenge you to go be the sunshine today. Thanks so much.